Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and today I am still on board Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas. It took me, it's early. My brain was like, which ship is it? Symphony of the Seas. And we were at Coco Cay yesterday, and it was a lovely day. And today and tomorrow will be sea days again. This has been a sea day heavy itinerary because if you missed the beginning of the series, this ship was caught in the New York area during the nor'easter that came in, and we got stuck there for a couple of days. We weren't able to leave on time, so we had an itinerary change, and it was originally that we were supposed to stop in Port Canaveral and Nassau, and those two ports had to be canceled, and we made it to Coco Cay. I enjoyed my Coco Cay day, but now we're heading back up the coast. So, another sea day. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. I gotta check the cruise compass, see what activities are going on. The other thing is my back has been bothering me, so I am taking it very, very easy on this trip. So that means no slides, no physical activities. I'm just doing the chill and relax kind of stuff on this trip for that reason. But all that being said, let's go get some breakfast. I had been going to Solarium Bistro, but I'm wondering, like I was trying to avoid some of the crowds. I'm wondering if people are sleeping in a little bit because they had their beach day and now they're recouping. I'm gonna try Windjammer and see how it is today. Let's go. Windjammer is up on deck 16, but it's on the other side of the ship from where my room is. So a nice little outdoor walk to get here. I mean, I could have gone indoors. But I would have had to go down to come back up. But brekkie. Let's get brekkie. We got some cheeses and some lox, some pastry and Danish. Okay, we have granola and muesli with some toppings, as well as yogurt. They have pancakes and French toast, oaty meal. We have some more muesli, some grapefruit, and a parfait. We got eggies and mushrooms and other eggies, little potato triangles. They have a carving board. All of the typical breakfast accoutrements. Okay, and here is the brekkie I settled on. So I have some oatmeal, and I found some pumpkin seeds and flax seeds to add to it today. And I got a l'omelet. Pretty tasty looking. Also, my theory about it not being too busy this morning, I was correct. Plenty of seating around today. So I think people are just sleeping in. So I finished my breakfast and my back is still not happy with me. So I am just taking a slow, meandery kind of walk because that tends to help me start feeling better. So I'm just sort of walking around on deck 16, just taking in the views and really enjoying it. Getting to see what everyone's up to. Everyone's starting to reserve their spots for the pool because this is a sea day, so everyone's throwing their towels out. So I walked around for a little bit. I loosened up. I think I'm going to sit and read for a little bit. Like I said, taking it easy today. And I might go to the art auction in a little bit. My take on this is it's a nice place to sit and they have a raffle. My personal opinion is things are usually far more expensive on board than they are on land. But if the art auction's your thing, I'll go and I'll check it out and I'll show you what it's like there. These are some of the pieces they have on display, and the auction today is like an under 500 auction. So they're trying to appeal to a lower price point, it seems. Okay, so they give you a bid card. So it has all the rules. Basically, yeah. So you know what you're getting yourself into. So they have us walk around and you put the sticky on art that you like. And that's how they know what to auction off. looks like Pumbaa. So I didn't win the raffle, but that's okay. I had fun looking at the art. You know, I don't go to the art auction with the intention of purchasing anything, but I appreciate art. I love art. And it's just another way of going and getting to see different pieces of art on display, getting to see other people enjoying art and appreciating art, and sometimes learning a little bit, because sometimes they give like a little bit of a background about the piece of art. In terms of, you know, purchasing, a lot of these are like lithographs. They're not like prints. Some of them are on canvas, but for like the under 500 auction, many of them were lithographs. So it's like, to me, that's not like how I would choose to spend my money. Some people really do appreciate it. There were some people who were really getting into it. There was actually like a bidding competition on a couple of the pieces. So it's, you know, for the experience to just sort of like watch that, you know, it's entertaining for what it is. But I didn't walk away totally empty-handed. They gave us a little, as my family would call it, a tchotchke. They gave us a tchotchke. So let me show you. It was in this like plastic jewelry box. And it's like this little medallion. And then it has a back side too. So I'll show you. So this is the front side of the medallion. And then we could flip it over. So it kind of reminds me of like a piece of 8, and I'm on the big ocean. So this will be like a piece of 8, and we'll see what I do with it. Also at these events, they like to give out like a free kind of 8x10 of a like little print. So this is the print they gave me today. I may find someone to give this to. This doesn't, it's not my style, but the one that I did the scavenger hunt yesterday, where they basically give you clues on like a check sheet, and they have like different pictures numbered, different pieces of art numbered, and you have to match the clue to the number of the artwork. So I did that yesterday, and the prize was one of these prints, but it was much more something that would actually kind of go in my apartment. So I'll show you what I got yesterday. So this one is yesterday's print. And it's interesting because you could tell the original was like painted on wood, because you could see all this wood grain, but this is just like, you know, obviously not wood, but it did translate onto this print. And I thought this was very pretty. It's this hummingbird trying to get the nectar. Now that the art is all, you know, tucked away in my room, time for lunch. So after the auction, it's lunchtime. So I came up to Solarium Bistro, and let me show you what I got. So today the soup was a vegetable barley soup. So look how good this looks. And then on the carving board, they had roast turkey and then some veggies and dal. So this is what I'm calling lunch today. So I am back from lunch, and my stateroom attendant had made up my room while I was away, which this is an every other day kind of situation where there's another towel animal. So let me show you what I got today, because this one is cool. I don't think I've gotten this one before. I think this one is new to me. So I will show you what animal my stateroom attendant left me. I got a turkey. Look at this turkey. How fun is this? Oh my gosh. So I was gifted a towel turkey today. Excellent. And you may have also noticed next to the turkey, my tags. Yeah, we are approaching the end. So I might as well talk about like the go home day procedure, since these are here, right? So what I was able to do in the app was I was able to set my preference. It's not a guarantee, but a preference for what time I wanted to disembark the ship. I selected 9 a.m. and they were able to meet my request. So they gave me the tag. You saw it said tag 46. And then on the back of this, there's this grid, and tag 46 matches up with 9 a.m. So it does match here. It's also in the app. So the way that this works with the tags is you fill it out, you put like your name and address, you put your information on it. and you pack up your suitcase. This is for luggage assist. With the way I've been feeling this week, I need luggage assist. It has to happen. I usually do it anyway, but like this time it's not even a question. So you pack up your suitcase the night before disembarkation day. So that would be tomorrow night, not tonight, because we still have one more full day of sailing. So tomorrow night, pack up the suitcase and have the luggage tag on it. Put it out in the hallway before 10 p.m. So not tonight, but tomorrow night, which is the last night of the sailing. And you don't want to put any valuables in there, any documents, any medication, anything that you need on you, or anything that you don't want to leave in the hallway. You don't put in your suitcase. That's why you have a day bag, because you're going to need your clothing, your toiletries, anything you're going to need on hand for the next morning. You're going to want to have a separate day bag. So that is sort of the departure information. A lot of the venues are open for breakfast in the morning, so I will probably go up to Windjammer, have a final breakfast, and then you go to your like departure area. For me, it's the Royal Theater. I did look at the paper they gave me, because they don't want you waiting in your cabin to get off the ship, because they have to start turning the cabins over. But it doesn't say on the paper what time you have to vacate the cabin. And the TV with the information about disembarkation, it's not playing yet. So I don't have that information, but I'll give you an update when I do the departure day video of what time I had to be out of my cabin by. That is the process. We have all the information, and now to enjoy the rest of today. What are we gonna do? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Something mellow. Maybe we'll go find a place to read. Let's go find a place to read. So I found myself a little spot in Central Park to sit, read my book. Got my book. I thought a lounger wouldn't be too comfortable, but I like this because I could still hear the Caribbean music even though I'm down here in Central Park. So this will be a good place to sit and read. So I was sitting in Central Park for a while reading my book. It's really good. I'm probably going to finish it on this trip. So if I do, I will let you all know how it is. But I'm enjoying the read so far. But I had to come back to my room to get changed because tonight is Fancy Night Part 2 or Halloween. Now, I think they had changed around the dates and stuff because when I was looking at the cruise compass before I left, when I was looking at the app, it had 2 different dates. One night was a Halloween night and there were 2 fancy nights. But now it's combined into one night. So it's either Fancy Night Part 2 or Halloween. Well, my Halloween is also a dress. So, I mean, it checks both boxes. So I need to get dressed for Halloween fancy night. But I'll be back. We'll go to dinner. I think there's like some Halloween activities tonight, like a Halloween parade, or I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. But I think there's some Halloween stuff going on. So we'll check it out. We won't end this at dinner. We'll see what else is going on tonight. Because I know I've been mellow. I've just been reading. I've been not doing very exciting stuff. But we'll see what's going on the ship tonight too. And yeah, I'm gonna go get changed. So I'm all changed. Let me show you what I'm wearing. Ignore the hoodie though. I'm just chilly. Okay, so this is my little pumpkin dress. Yeah? So that is my Halloween / dress my best. Take that how you will. No fancy footwear. Let me show you what's on my feet. Boots. We're doing boots. But it's my fashion sense and then I make it work. So boots. And of course I got my hat. Oh, and did I show you all the top of my hat? Have I actually shown you all this? Yeah. Okay, and with that, I am spookily attired and I'm ready for dinner. So I'm gonna go head down. I enjoyed my dinner, and now I'm sort of like in between activities. There's going to be a Halloween parade at 8 o'clock, but it's like 7. But they have live music playing over here by like the Royal Promenade, and the Schooner Bar is open to it. So I'm just sitting at Schooner and listening, and it's just, you know, taking it in, people watching, and then people watch all the costumes, right? Halloween parade. There are a lot of people going all out on their costumes for this cruise. This is a lot of fun. So that was super cute. I found a spot to watch it from Schooner Bar, so I was like a deck up looking down, and basically they gathered everybody who was in a costume, anyone who wanted to join in. They were like marching them down the Royal Promenade, showing off their costumes. I saw Mike Wazowski, I saw some dinosaurs, I saw a skeleton dinosaur. I found Waldo multiple times. There were a few Waldos. I saw Mario, I saw a mermaid, I saw pirates. Like, just all sorts of creative, fantastic, fabulous costumes. So, amazing job to my fellow shipmates. So that was just really cute and a lot of fun. So I'm gonna see what else is going on tonight. So after the Halloween parade, I went to the pub. I was listening to the acoustic guitarist. I really enjoy just sitting and chilling in the pub. Every ship I go on, they always have such a great acoustic guitarist in the pub playing like 80s and 90s music that I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And then I was gonna go, like, I was looking at the cruise compass, and it said that there was a Halloween monster bash that was like an adults only. It sounded like it was gonna be a dance party. It was supposed to start at 10:45. So I went to the venue to go and see what that was all about. And I got there, like, and they were still doing the previous event. They were still doing like one of those like adult 18 and older like game show kind of events. I never go to these things. I never do. And like, this just reaffirmed why I don't go to these things. I felt like I walked in on what I assume to be like what a frat party is like an organized frat party. It's not my thing, y'all. Like, I know tons of you have fun with this, and that's great, and I hope that you enjoy it. It's just, it's not my jam whatsoever. So imagine like walking in thinking that you were going to a Halloween monster dance party, and instead you walk into like a frat party style game show. That's what just happened. So I waited like 10 minutes to see if they were going to wrap up and switch, and they didn't. They just kept going and going. And I was just like, no, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a night. And I came on back up to my room, and it's okay because it's like, it's after 11. It's fine. So I guess with that, I am done for the day. You got to see my day start to finish today, which I usually cut it before dinner, so you got to see how I spend a full day on a cruise ship. And with that, I am done for the day. See y'all real soon, and until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.